My name is Caitlin Dahl, and me and my group members Sydney Connor, Caroline Sabatier, and Sam Ahern will be presenting about the bacteria Escherichia coli. So just a little bit about E. coli itself. Its genus name is Escherichia coli, and it's very common and abundantly found in nature because it is found in every human and a lot of food industries. So that's why it can be studied in microbiology labs, and it also has many useful characteristics. So in microbiology lab, especially here at King's College, it can be used in biochemical tests, and those tests have very distinct results for E. coli, and they're easy to interpret. So because of those results, you can use E. coli results to compare to other microorganisms. It is also a very simple bacteria, which aids in the process of interpreting results. So in this picture here, if you don't know, this is a McConkey agar plate. So this is just one example of a biochemical test that we have performed here at King's College. So basically what's going on here is the pink shows fermentation of the agar itself. So there's certain bacteria that can ferment it and certain ones that cannot. So in this, it's E. coli and it can ferment it. So you can use that in a laboratory to compare to other results.
Hi, I'm Caroline. So where is this scary looking E. coli bacteria? It's actually found in all of us. E. coli live in its normal flora of the intestine. This means that this is where the E. coli can live and thrive. E. coli has a beneficial relationship in this intestine as it aids in digestion and it protects the gut from harmful microbes. However, E. coli can be harmful when it leaves the intestine and starts to interact in different parts of the body, and there it can cause problems, which we will be discussing further on in this presentation.
Hi, I'm Samantha, and there are also negative effects of E. coli. As Caroline mentioned, these negative effects come into place when an E. coli gets out of the normal flora in the intestines. One of the most common infections that this could cause are urinary tract infections. When E. coli goes from the bladder into the urinary tract or from the feces into the urinary tract. E. coli can also cause food poisonings when different strains get into the intestines and into the stomach. And in more severe cases, it can cause mental changes and confusion. This comes from the inflammation that it can produce, and kidney failure, and when it gets into the bloodstream, which will be further described in the next slide. So as I mentioned earlier, more different and severe strains of E. coli can be present, and they can cause more severe diarrhea, like our little friend over here, and other illnesses when they get outside of the intestinal tract. There is for example, one strain produces a powerful toxin that can damage the lines of the intestine and then cause bloody diarrhea. Gastroenteritis, which is also known as just a common stomach bug, can come when one drinks water that's contaminated by E. coli. And finally, as I mentioned kidney damage earlier, a STEC strain, which is a Shiga toxin producing strain of E. coli, can get into the bloodstream and damage the red blood cells, which ultimately will damage the kidneys.
Hi, I'm Sydney. So while E. coli is negative when it's not inside of the normal flora of the body, it does have a lot of positives to it in the digestive tract. It helps to aid in digestion and prevent from other harmful microbes taking over in the body. And in the large intestine, it also prevents the uncontrolled growth of harmful bacteria, so it works to keep our bodies clean of the bad bacteria. So E. coli is also good for genetics. It has a high efficiency for taking up DNA into cells and can be used for gene cloning. My group thinks this could be very beneficial to the future of medicine by replicating an unmutated DNA genome into different people, and it could also help by if someone has a disease and they have mutated DNA, it could help fix that and heal them potentially. It's also a preferred host for protein production due to its rapid growth and ability to express proteins at very high levels.
Another benefit of E. coli that's also currently developing is E. coli and its association with iron deficiency disorders. So like I said, scientists are developing methods to use E. coli to fight iron deficiency disorders, which are nutrient deficiency disorders that are prominent in third world countries and cause anemia. So E. coli produces an enterobactin itself, which allows it itself to take up iron. But now new studies show that this enterobactin also binds to ATP synthase in our human cells, and our human cells can take up the iron itself and use it for its own uses. So it's possible in the future that E. coli's methods of helping us obtain our iron can take over iron supplement pills and help a lot of people.
This cool guy is Tony Stark. Rest in peace, bro. Or Iron Man for all of our Marvel fans out there. Anyways, we just wanted to include him because he obviously is helping these scientists develop what's going on here because he's not iron deficient at all. That's it for our presentation on E. coli. It's in Escherichia, Escherichia.
Don't be scared of it.
These are our sources.